Join me as I dive into the challenge of uncovering how school choice can actually boost our local economy.
Wait a minute. Boost the economy? Sure, but for who? There's more to this story that's often ignored.
School choice is a concept that's often discussed in the context of education policy, but what's less talked about is its impact on the local economy. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. When we think about local economies, we often think about job creation, small businesses, and community development. But what about the role that education plays in all of this?
Education absolutely plays a role, but framing it through school choice doesn't address the systemic issues of underfunding and inequality in public education.
The truth is, limited educational options can have a profound impact on local economies, and that's what we're going to dive into next. When families are forced to settle for underperforming schools, it can lead to a brain drain.
Hold on, forced to settle? How about we ask why those schools are underperforming in the first place? Hint: it's not because families aren't choosing them.
Where top students and talented individuals leave the area in search of better educational opportunities. This not only hurts the local economy but also perpetuates a cycle of poverty and underinvestment.
Exactly. But instead of promoting school choice, why not fully invest in these schools and their communities? That's how you break the cycle.
Furthermore, without access to quality education, many students are left without the skills they need to compete in the modern workforce.
So the solution is to take away resources from public schools and make it even harder for those students? Seems backward to me.
Making it harder for local businesses to find qualified employees. And let's not forget the impact on property values, as families with the means to do so often choose to live in areas with better schools, further exacerbating segregation and inequality. But that's not all. The lack of educational options also affects local businesses, which struggle to attract and retain top talent, leading to a less competitive local economy. And when businesses struggle, so do the communities they serve. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. School choice, on the other hand, can be a game changer for local economies.
A game changer, huh? For some families, sure. But for most, it just deepens inequality.
By introducing competition among schools, school choice encourages innovation, improves resource allocation, and drives up educational outcomes.
Competition sounds good on paper, but in reality, it often means public schools lose funding, resources, and their best students. Innovation? More like survival of the wealthiest.
When schools are forced to compete for students, they're more likely to offer specialized programs, modern facilities, and top-notch instructors, giving families more options and better opportunities. This, in turn, can lead to a more skilled and educated workforce
for those who can afford to choose the right schools. But what about everyone else? Shouldn't all students have access to quality education, not just those lucky enough to leave their neighborhood school?
Which is exactly what local businesses need to thrive. And when businesses thrive, so do the communities they serve. It's a virtuous cycle that can have a profound impact on the local economy. Take, for example, the city of Milwaukee, which implemented a school choice program in the 1990s. Since then, the city has seen a significant increase in high school graduation rates, as well as a decrease in crime and poverty rates. And it's not just Milwaukee, cities across the country have seen similar results when given the opportunity to choose their own educational path. So, what can we take away from all of this? School choice is about more than just giving families a choice, it's about creating a more competitive, more innovative, and more equitable local economy. By giving families the power to choose, we're giving them the power to create a brighter future for themselves and their communities. So, what do you think about school choice? Do you think it can really make a difference in your local economy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about educational reforms, be sure to check out our next video on innovation in the classroom.
The real question is, who benefits? Let's focus on improving our public schools so that every child in every community can succeed. That's the real game changer.